Anya's with you. When your boyfriend told his family he was dating a foreigner, what was the reaction there?
A bit suspicious, but not bad. I mean, his sister, I think, was very, very okay.
Yeah, oh, they were probably excited about it.
But, I mean, I think in general, for me, the Chinese reaction is we have so beautiful Chinese women. Why are you going to look for a foreigner? The second one is,
really?
Well done. And I think
good job, you. Yeah.
In the family is a bit the same, yeah? You've got a bit the two parts,
Yeah.
Oh, you hit the jackpot. You're a foreigner. But like a bit patriotic kind of. Oh, you've got so many beautiful Chinese women. Why are they going to look for a foreigner?
I actually, before I started dating my boyfriend, I would get basically an out-and-out sales pitch from Chinese people, you know. And in China, there are certain questions it's not rude to ask. So some of the first questions people ask when they meet you are, how old are you, how much money do you make, and are you married? You know, these are questions we would never ask in the States. They would ask me these questions. I would be honest, you know, the money thing's still a little bit weird to me. I'd be like, 24, no, I'm not married. Do you have a boyfriend? No, I don't have a boyfriend. They're like, you should date Chinese man. Really? Why? Oh, they're just good. They know how to treat a woman, this, that, and the other thing. And I've asked them before, seriously, why do you want me to date a Chinese man so badly? And this is like a cab driver, a produce vendor, just random people.
Yeah.
And because they're good. Just because they're good.
Right.
I said, okay, they could be thinking, that's cool. I've never seen that before, or good for them, or, you know. But in the beginning, it really bothered me. Do you guys get stared at?
Sure, especially I think with our children, because you know being a mixed, and I think it's more of a kind of a curiosity. Chinese tend to be they love children, but almost a lot of times it's quite not unusual for them to want to touch or touch the hair because it's kind of a lighter color shade, and, just kind of a fascination.
Yeah.
So we're pretty used to it. Kind of take it in stride. For me, I don't mind them looking at me or my wife, but it's
the kids,
or just don't touch.
Yeah.
That's all. Again, you get used to it, right? I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, in fact, I don't pay attention anymore. But sometimes also, even if you're alone, they are staring at you, yeah?
It's true.
So sometimes I say $50 for the picture. and as we don't have really the same sense of humor, they're just staring at me like she's crazy.
Does she think I have $50? Yeah.
But in smaller, in fact, in Beijing, not so much. In Shanghai, not so much either.
Very
if you
little
go
China,
in smaller cities, yes, much more.
Yeah.
We had some occasion when I was walking with him and talking with him, and then somebody was coming like that, and she was like very far away, and she was doing something like just to come next to us,
to like look at you,
to be able to listen,
listen to the conversation.
I think she wanted to know what language we were talking.
Yes.
Other funny time is where she was like not riding a bike but walking a bike,
pushing
her bike, and so she was like looking backwards, yeah.
Oh, no, did she hit something?
And then she hit the pillar, and that one was very good. And that one I was so laughing. I mean, she didn't hurt herself, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was funny.
Yeah, so that's a little bit of payback. I think any foreigner could laugh at that for a long time.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't really mind so much. I mean, I don't pay attention, and we don't have kids. So, but I know that for kids, for foreigner kids in general, are a bit different. It's a bit painful.
Yeah, because it's not just necessarily mixed children, but also Western children in general. Because there's just a kind of a fascination.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's fun, but on the other hand, it gets a little old, and a lot of times I want to take pictures.
Maybe I just think that we get stared at more because I think you see a lot more foreign male with Chinese woman, female pairings.
Yeah, much more common.
When I started doing research for the show, I thought maybe I'm not looking at it hard enough. Maybe some things are cultural differences. I'm just not identifying them as such. So I'm curious with you two, if you have identified any major cultural differences in your relationships.
Sometimes it's not so much cultural difference. I mean, it's sometimes kind of the way of communication.
I think that's cultural.
Yeah.
I would say.
Because, Chinese typically like to speak in nuance, right? They don't like necessarily say things in a direct way.
I think it depends also on the
Sure,
on
it
the
depends.
people. Yeah.
It does. But I think I've kind of gotten into situations. She won't be direct about it. She'll kind of drop some hints about it, and expects me to pick up on it. And of course, me being the klutz that I am, I don't pick up on it, and is one example. And another time,
in general.
yeah, another time it's just more along the line of how I express myself, because it's quite common in Chinese is when you have a particular issue, something's kind of uncomfortable that you want to communicate to someone. Chinese typically, the proper way to do it is you talk about someone else, but in reality, you're really talking to them.
Yeah.
Okay, and sometimes I'll just be talking about somebody else.
Oh, and
just
your
in
wife
general,
thinks
my wife
that
thinks I'm talking about her, and I'll say no.
When I say our
That's
neighbor,
happened a few
I mean
times.
our neighbor.
Yeah, literally.
I feel like that happened with you.